Wednesday. All right, it looks like we're going. Hello, April. I see that number one, Griff Mom. I'm glad I knew that was you, April. I would have been like, who's that? Cool new name. I like the handle change. Hello, Tanya. Welcome in. Hello, Kelly and Gina. Good to see you guys today. Gina, I did catch about the second half of yesterday. I was listening while I was doing stuff, so um, thank you. Thank you very much. And yeah, sorry about the little delay there. There always seems to be some little hang up, but I'm here. It looks like it's working. So hopefully you guys can all hear me well. I'm going to switch to my other mic here in a second. So Timmy's right here on cue. So hello, Timmy. Still no notification there on the secondary device. All right, we're going in the back door. So yeah, welcome in everybody. I hope you're having a great day so far. It's a wonderful Wednesday here. It's kind of foggy and cool. We got that marine layer, which is basically overcast. Um, Hi. Do you approve? Yeah, so it's a nice mellow Wednesday, kind of standard for this time of year. In the summer, we get fog in the morning. Well, transitioning into the summer now. Get fog in the morning typically, and then it burns off to have a pretty nice day typically. So, how's your guys' weather today? What's going on out there in the USA and in the world? Hi, Timmy. What's up, buddy? Are you ready for snacks or what? Are you ready to chill? He might already be ready to chill. Oh, you look like you're ready for snacks. He's very happy though. He's got a big purr going. Rained all day yesterday and more on the way today. Laura, that doesn't sound bad. I like the rain. I uh-oh. I like it when it rains. Timmy, beautiful. 70 and cool, hot 98 today. Ooh, a small break from the triple digits. Dang. It's only 98 today. Pant weather. Yeah, nice, Laura. Yeah, I know. More rain for most of us is a good thing. So 60 here, high of 74. Oh, that sounds nice. April. Overcast. Yeah, it sounds like we got kind of the same thing going on. It might be 60 here. It might still be in the high 50s. Yeah, little bit cool today. So yeah, I do have a short show planned today. Fuzzy connection. Oh, here, let me switch to my mic. Wonder what the switcheroo. There we go. Oh, and I do have plenty of battery, but yeah, I never did get a notification there. That's a bummer. Yeah, I have a short show planned today. Gavin has a doctor's appointment. And wow. It might be me. Audio sounded great. It's the picture. Oh, interesting. Oh, you know what? Let me check. I'm going to be paused here for a second. Thank you for the heads up on that, Tanya, because my Wi-Fi was off. I was on data only, so that does make a bit of a difference there. All right, yeah, so I have a short show planned. Gavin's got a doctor's appointment. I have some errands planned as well, and hopefully going to be picking up some more jewelry too. Better already. Nice. Yeah, I think that was being on the Sometimes it works better with the Wi-Fi off, sometimes it works better, with the Wi-Fi, so just never really know. But I tell you what, I'm listening to my playback right now, and there's no lag. It is that's a first. Yeah, there's like 3 seconds between what I'm saying and what I'm hearing. And usually it's about 10. So it helps me stay on track at times. So back on track. Yeah, I have a short show planned. I think there's 24 or 25 items on the list there. But I will be coming back around later in the week. So maybe tomorrow night, maybe Friday. And hopefully some of the new items that come in and some of the repair items that I'm getting back as well will be here. So I'm super excited because, you know, when you wait on pieces like that, request number 23, please. All right. Yeah, we can go straight into requests. I don't have a problem with that, April. Item number 23. Oh, the iris glass. The iris glass earrings. Ah, dang. I get to go and put money in a pauper's account, an account that is a few dollars over not having an account. Right on, Gina. That's funny. Yeah, so I'm excited to get some of those pieces back. Let's see that. You guys may remember the Victorian Bohemian Garnet star ring. It's a big star. That's going to be coming back. A couple items that were for people that had purchased. April, you don't want those. Okay, Ashley, good to see you. I was a little worried. I'm like, darn, I knew Ashley was interested in those too. But if you want to wait for those for more people to get here, you know, that was the only one, April. So there you go. That's funny. Yeah, item number 23 on the list. Beautiful. They are 835 silver, probably German. I think that's a German standard, if I remember right. Maybe, probably not Austrian, but yeah. Really beautiful pieces of iris glass, a little bit of abrasion here and there, but overall great condition and great size as well. Big old stones. They are clip backs, which honestly I think as clip backs, they're really nice, and they could even be converted to. I mean, I've seen clip backs like this with a post put on them, made into like a clip back Omega style. I think these could probably do that as well. Or they could just be converted straight to posts if so desired, but they're awesome. They're 48 bucks. Starting bid of $48. Which, hey man, I got a great deal on a couple of these. On a bunch of these pieces actually. If you notice the prices seem low, it's because I got a great deal on them, and I see Ashley's in at 65. I was going to call the earlier numbers, but we're just straight at 65. Hello, Painted Pony. Yeah, I got some really good deals on a bunch of these items, so I'm like, man, I'm just going to pass those good deals along. If somebody out there is into that, then cool. I see April's in at 75. Ashley's back at 80. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Nightbot. Been a while since I've seen Zen. April's back at 95. And Ashley is out with a little poo. All right. Thank you, Ashley. Congratulations, April. Yeah, those are really, really sweet. And I know, yeah, I know you love those, Ashley. And I know April collects iris glass as well. So, yeah, either way, that would have been a win for me because, you know, those would have been getting a great home either way. So, we get those actually officially marked sold to April there. All right. Yeah, so win-win for me, no matter where those went. And I would have also been like, ah, darn, sorry, April or Ashley. Okay, well, maybe I'll just pull random items out instead of going by the order of the list. These are all sitting right in front of me. I'm just gonna start grabbing them. Item number 5 on the list. This bracelet I bought at the downtown show as part of a group, and I'm hoping to have a follow-up buy to get a whole nother group because they had only brought. Yeah, you're welcome, April. Pierce, what about right, Lisa? Yeah, I hear you on that. Um, yeah, at the downtown show, I bought a group of jewelry, and they had only brought half of their jewelry, so I'm waiting for a call back on that. But this was part of what I bought. I thought it was a really, really nice design. Mexican silver, really very well made. Look at that stacked pendant. It is a size 7, but the way that it's configured with that fairly flexible band there, it could definitely be tweaked and adjusted to many different wrist sizes. And with the flex in it, you could even get it on if it were pinched down pretty far, or you could put it on, pinch it down, whatever. But size 7, I'd say 6.5 to 7.5 pretty comfortably. And what did I have? I had $130 on that one. Starting bid 130. I did find the same bracelet. I think it was on eBay. And what did they have? 195 or 200, something like that on it. And I'm asking 130. Really cool. Very cool design. And that's item number 5 on the list, if you're wondering. And welcome in, everybody, again on this wonderful Wednesday. Welcome to Raven's Chest. If it's your first time here, I'm Doug. I'm your host, and I sell vintage jewelry and other beautiful collectible treasures that I find while I'm out treasure hunting. And yeah, I bring them here, share them with you, and sometimes they go find a great new home with one of you great people. If you're not registered here, then all you have to do is fill out the simple, quick little registration form that is pinned in the chat. In the description of this video or auction or live stream is also my contact information, my email address, and other basic info about me. I have a couple online shops, information about that as well. So there you go. If you do want to just email me direct, you can get me here at ravenschest33@gmail.com. Thank you, Tanya, for dropping some love in the chat. All right, coming up next. Come on, Nightbot. Judith Jack earrings. Sterling silver. Where's the prompt? I think there was a space. There's no space between the exclamation. Yeah, just do exclamation love with no space in between, and that'll drop that love in the chat. Well, maybe it was just delayed. Nightbot's got a little lag going. But all right. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, these are beautiful sterling silver and citrine earrings. It says citrine glass in the description, but they're not glass. They're citrine. Beautiful by Judith Jack. 6.5 grams, so a little over 3 grams each, and the price on those is $65. Starting bid of 65, not 75. And I haven't seen this, I haven't seen this design of Judith Jack earrings before. That really unusual center stone, and the whole stud is domed, like it's convex, or yeah, convex. It's got a little curve shape to it. So yeah, I don't know. There was a Nightbot's on a little lag today. Nightbot was having a union break. Ah, nice coffee today. All right, $65 on the Judith Jack earrings. That was item number 15. If you're watching the playback from today's live and one of these items didn't sell and you're interested, hey, just reach out to me in one of those ways I just mentioned. You can email me at ravenschest33@gmail.com. You can fill out that jot form, and you can leave it. There's even a spot in the jot form where you can leave a comment, question, so on and so forth. I've had people use the jot form as a way to inquire about items. So hey, that's a great way to do it. Send me all your information, and at the bottom, leave a little comment about the items you're interested in, and bam, it's done. Oh, look at that. Now Nightbot's catching up. Nightbot, you're going to get timed out for spamming the chat. That's pretty funny. Okay, item number 20 on the list. This beautiful sterling silver acorn pendant is starting to develop a nice patina. When I bought it, hey, Shellbell, Shellcat, welcome in. When I first bought it, it had just been brushed. It wasn't just polished, it had been like brushed, like with a wire brush style polish. You can see that it still has kind of that brushed texture on it, but it's starting to develop a patina again. So, you know, a couple more times being worn, a little bit more exposure to the environment, and this is gonna just, it's gonna age like fine wine, acorn wine, but yeah, it is a really nice heavy piece. If you're familiar with the Viking craft pieces, this is a Viking craft. And I don't remember Viking craft. Do you guys remember the origin of Viking craft? Was that a Coro craft thing, or was that something totally different? I don't remember. I remember it was a short period of time. That's kind of all I remember. But this one, here are the details. 21 grams on that, 2 1/4 inch, and only 45 bucks. Gosh, I didn't check silver prices. Where's silver at today? Because that's probably actually right around melt on it. But beautiful, beautiful design on that. That's one thing I do really appreciate about the Viking craft pieces. They're heavy, well made, well cast. $70.55 today. Well, there you go. I'm not going to be able to do that math right now, but oh yeah. What's that, 21 grams? So that's right around melty for $45 on that one. That was item number 20 on the list. Viking craft acorn brooch. Oh, those two do not belong in the same place. All right, if you guys see something on the list that you're dying to look at, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep grabbing random items. Your comfort food. Add a question and answer sticker. What is your comfort food? Well, I'm not going to add the sticker because I don't know how to get rid of those here. I know request here. I like it all. Road. Gonna hit the toad. Uh-oh, Tanya's doing the thing. Tanya's going out shopping. Tanya's going shopping, and some of us might get a little bit of FOMO. Juliana bracelet. All right, coming up next, Gina. Right now I have item 14, the sterling silver huge garden quartz ring. Man, that stone's fantastic. I was really, really stoked on that. So, and I'm hoping that this contact works out to be a good contact. Yeah, this is, I had talked about meeting this kid once before, and you know, I really hope, I'm really pulling for him, you know, so not that I want to like mentor him or anything, but I keep trying to give him little hints and little pieces of advice that I'm hoping will help him. But there you go. He's got a pretty good eye. So, and he's starting to figure out kind of what I like too. So, oh my gosh, Elbel, we don't need to go there. Wow, I had a great conversation a week or so ago with my family about that. If you guys remember the toad licking trend, well, it probably still is a trend somewhere, but okay, back to the jewelry. Size 7 garden quartz ring, big old stone in there. Yeah, size 7, and it's item number 14 on the list, and the starting bid on that is $75. And let's see, says it's a 7. It's actually, it fits a little bit loose on my 7, and fits great on like the 7.5. Let me double check that. All right, well, on that mandrel, it's a 7. Let me get the flat one, because it does have that shape to it, so. Oh, and where are my manners? We have 26 thumbs up. Holy schmoly. We have 26 thumbs up, and I haven't even done a giveaway yet. What's going on? Okay, 7.5 on that mandrel. So there you go. On the flat mandrel, where it can actually account for that shape, it comes in at a 7.5, and it fits like a 7.5. So 7.5 garden quartz. You know what? Since I was so rude about that, we're going to do a giveaway for free shipping, and we're going to do a reverso priso as well. So, and what do I have sitting in front of me here? Why are all these tags sitting in front of me? RP Bruce. Darn it. Okay, well, if you guys have been here before, if I find random tags, sometimes I put those random tags back in action. That's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to put all these random tags back in action. Reverso priso for Bruce. So Bruce and Dennis, they have a reverso priso in play. Reverso priso Gina. Gina has a reverso priso in play. Angela has free shipping today. Rena also has a reverso priso in play, which I think Rena's reverso priso had been gifted to Gina, which gave everybody reverso priso. I remember that. Okay, and these are those are order numbers for utility repairs, so those don't apply here. But there you go. We're starting off with a couple people having some reverso priso in play already. Bruce, Gina, and Rena, and Angela has free shipping. So congratulations, y'all. And I'm going to do one more giveaway right now for free shipping, and then another giveaway for reverso priso. Oh, Would you look at that? Almost out of tags. We have enough to get the giveaways done. So yeah, the first giveaway is going to be for... thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Well, it's paying it forward and paying it back, you know. Keeping it a little lively, too. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh, I'm wearing it. I don't win often. April. But you have won a couple, I know, and you've jumped on those, too. All right, so here we go. The first one's going to be a free shipping giveaway, and we're looking for... Let me make sure I'm in all messages before I say this. Chat filter, nope, that's top messages. Now this is all messages, okay. Looking for a number between 1 and 50. Go. Number between 1 and 50 for free shipping. And if you're just heading in here, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Hello, Bluebird. Ooh. Ooh, Bluebird, you got it. Dang. Let me just go back and make sure real fast that no one else had got it, because I was looking at the top messages chat. All right, you got that, Bluebird. Congratulations. 43 free shipping goes to Bluebird. All right. Congratulations, Bluebird, and thank you very much. Okay. This one's actually kind of hard. This is a jewelry trivia question. This one's going to be for Reverso Priso. It was Art Deco era, maybe even earlier. And there was a jewelry theme that was based around kind of a troll-like character. And it's a pretty rare and collectible motif and genre. And the name of the character starts with a B. So if you're familiar with that character and that motif, then type it in the chat. You might even just go Google it and see if you can figure it out, because it's like a woodland elf, yeah. Bob, yeah. And actually, there's a little... This little guy kind of reminds me of the character. Norwegian Buddy. Batman, I like it. Yeah, it's kind of like a troll, like an elf. I forget what he represents. And maybe I didn't give enough clues on that, but I was just swinging with some info there. Let's see, it rhymes with Bumpman. It rhymes with Schmilliken. I only know as the Woodland Elf. You know, Woodland Elf and Green Man are two very awesome motifs. Shell Bell, you got it. Billiken, yes, it is the Billiken. So congratulations, Shell Bell. You have a Reverso Priso in play. Yeah, check it out, the Billiken. It's an interesting motif, and I can't remember the last time I saw a Billiken piece in person. I used to see them pretty regularly, but they're like common with the Victorian and early 1900s sash pins, like that flavor of jewelry, the brass and glass era. So congratulations, Shell Bell, and thank you, everybody. We now have Bruce, Gina, Rena, and Shell Bell, all with Reverso Priceos in play. So congratulations, you guys have the ability to reverse the price, at least the ones and tens part of any price of any item that comes up or that has already been up. So, all right, item number 19 on the list. It is St. Louis University's mascot. Who knew? Oh, wow, Laura. That's cool. Hello, Lucinda. Good morning to you, Lucinda. How's it going today? What's your weather like up there in NorCal? All right, this one, you know, I did test it. It's not quartz, just a nice faceted glass crystal, a nice big one at that. Oh, Gina. Before I forget, again, I'm gonna set it right here. So it's right there in front of me. And we'll do the Juliana bracelet next. Juliana. But yeah, just a nice big, pretty stone on that. And comes on an 18.5-inch chain. The price on that is 25 bucks. Another one of those pieces. I got a great price on it. And full disclosure, this chain I rescued from the Roomba. I could hear something flopping around in the Roomba, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And I opened the Roomba up, and hey, there was a chain in there. And I'm like, oh, don't tell me that's one of those white gold chains. Nah, it was a sterling chain. And Shell Bell is in at 25. Thank you, Shell Bell. So yeah, it is. It still has a little bit of twisted action going in it, but I did get it untied. Darn Roomba, right? You know, I've actually learned with the Roomba, all the Roomba everything I empty out of the Roomba goes into my compost. Because you just never know. You never know what you're gonna find in there. All right, you got that one, Shell Bell. Sold to you at 25. And thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Teamy. Are you confused? Yeah, thank you, Showbell. I'm glad you got that. I think that's a sweet piece and a great deal on that. All right, Timmy, you want some crunchy snacks? He's looking a little bit angry. Tim, are you angry? He's rethinking it. All right, Gina, the Juliana amber glass bracelet. I did notice that some of the links on it, they're not perfectly straight, but they also move around. So just mentioning that because those are the types of things that draw my attention when I'm evaluating pieces. So I think one of the side effects of selling on eBay for so many years is that I see the flaws in everything first, and I really accentuate those. So that can be good and bad. But yeah, this is a size 7.25, and it's actually more like a 7.25 out flat, but fits more like a 7. And the price on that one is 85 bucks. No, Lucinda, it's all normal. They are supposed to move. Yeah. Those links are not supposed to be soldered in there. They're supposed to move around. They're just not perfectly straight in their solder job. All right, Gina, I see at 85. If somebody else is interested, we'd be looking for a 90 or better really quick. Hello, Vanessa. Ah, welcome in, Vanessa. Oh, yeah, Gina, do it. Gina has reverso priso that to 58. All right, Gina, we're going to count that one down for you at 58, unless somebody comes back at 63 or better before I can type in sold 58 and say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And congratulations, Gina. Way to hop on that reverso priso and get a great deal on that Juliana 5-link bracelet. Love it. I love seeing that. I'm like, duh. Well, you never know, Gina. You might be holding out for something else. That's a great use of that. Gina RP. Sweet. Aw. Was anybody interested in the gunmetal locket? Because I put that up here in my face and I keep staring at it. That worked out great, Gina. Right. All right, sushi cats. These are last on the list, I think. Item number 24. Sweet little porcelain sushi cats. I'm bad. I almost kept these for myself. I thought they were great. Nice Japanese. Great design. There are 4 of them in total, and I'm asking 20 bucks. Starting bid of $20. There you go. Sushi cat eyes. My new name is freaking me out. I'm like, who the heck is that, right? Yeah, for those of you who don't recognize April, number 1 Griff Mom there. Welcome in, April. I know that takes a little while to get used to. So get ready, Lisa, says Eldine. Eldine's in at 20. All right, we're counting those down for Eldine at 20. Maybe Lisa's not here, Eldine. All right, the cats are getting counted down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lisa. All right, I think those are sold to Eldine at 20, unless Lisa's going to make a battle out of it. But those are out there, you guys. You know, these aren't necessarily rare, so count those down to Eldine. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sold to you at $20. Eldine, thank you very much. I wasn't quite sure. I'm like, you know, we do have a saying here, which I think this was a Bruce saying, or is a Bruce saying. Doug, please bill me. Gift to Eldine. Yeah, okay, Lisa. You guys are funny. I'm like, either Eldine's gonna buy these and give them to Lisa, or vice versa. So congratulations. Wow, Nightbot really is on a lag today. What server are you on today, Nightbot? Not the West Coast server, apparently. All right, congratulations, Eldine, and very sweet, Lisa. Yeah, you guys are too much at times. They're really sweet, Lisa, yeah. I was just gonna use them as decorations. Yeah. The yeah, they are chopstick holders. I got this from the same lady that had the chopstick holders. Very beautiful little glass cluster rope style necklace. 25 inches long on that one. Crap, I'm buffering. Refresh, Dean. How's my audio or my lips and my sound still matched up? But yeah, 25 inches long on that, so there's enough room for some of us with narrower heads to slip it over. No real stretch to it. So yeah, 25 inches long. And what do I have on that? 12 bucks. $12 on the little splash of color. All right, all good. Perfect. Yeah, it was looking good on my end, but you never know. So yeah, a little splash of color for 12 bucks. I thought maybe someone could use that little bit of what does this remind me of? Light Bright. That's what it was. Do you guys remember Light Bright? These are all the Light Bright colors. Light Bright necklace, $12. There we go, little splash of color. Mission complete. Yeah, those things were so fun. Loved my Light Bright so much. Yeah, that gave me goosebumps of nostalgia. Wow. Nice, Shell Bell. Also great colors, really awesome design. Yeah, those tassels definitely used to be longer. Classic flapper style. There may have even been more. There may have been 3 of those or 5 of those. Well, maybe just 2, but great necklace. The fact that it's not complete at the bottom takes about half the value off of it for my sellability. So yeah, instead of it being $95 and up, 95, 125, right in that range, it's only $48. Starting bid of $48. Because honestly, for it to be a full flapper necklace, those tassels would have to be extended and restored. So, but as it is for 48 bucks, it's still a steal of a deal. And the rest of it's in really nice condition. Minor abrasions here, that one little scratch there, and then some real, looks like another little nick. Overall, very, very little wear to those. And those spacers right there, that's really what got me on this when I saw that, the configuration of those spacers. They're great. All right, I see April's into that for 48. And I don't see anybody else hopping on that April. Let's call that one sold to April at 48 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, April. And congratulations. Yeah, that's really a special one there. Oh, thank you, Lucinda. Okay, Ashley. I did not see that, so 12 on the colorful necklace, please. Okay, you got that. You got that, Ashley. Yeah, light bright necklace. That's great. Oh, this is awesome. The meteorite pendant. You know, I would have loved to have had this one in college a couple times during some geology courses. If I could have worn this into class and been like, hey, check that out. Professor could have been like, okay, well, here is an example of a meteorite, and here's an example of a tektite or a moldavite, which I think that's what we called that. And I think those were tektites. I don't know. It's been 20 plus years now, but yeah, this would have been a fun one to have in college. But this is to actually know for sure which meteor that's from, you'd have to get it x-rayed, which I could take it to San Francisco and have them shoot it. But typically these are pieces from a meteorite from South America called Campo del Cielo. And there were like thousands or tens of thousands of these fragments, or many of these fragments found. So they're actually fairly common. And I do see them from time to time. They're common enough that when I see them, I recognize what they are. So, and usually they're sold as this being a peridot, but it is a faceted, it's glass. It's glass that was created in the impact of this or another meteorite. Really make me ponder. Yeah, so it's a piece of glass that was created from the impact of the meteorite, and then it's faceted into a gemstone. Campo del Cielo meteorite. Thank you, Mercier. Yes. And this one, honestly, I thought it was just cool. So I was obviously going to buy it, but I really like the shape. Like that shape of that stone is pretty darn exceptional. Usually they're kind of blobby and globular, and there's not a asymmetry or a symmetrical flow to them. This one has a really beautiful asymmetrical flow to it. So I thought it was very exceptional. And also, I got it at a great deal. So the starting bid on that one is $75. Which I was looking, I found some examples of some that are similar and definitely much higher priced, and in my opinion, just not very nice examples of not very attractive pieces of meteorite. So there you go. The bag. Nice, Lisa. Yeah, and I have sold a number of the pieces of glass, the moldavite, that's still in a free form that hasn't been faceted, and I prefer it like that, honestly. The molten pieces are really, really attractive. And for me, they're very, very energetic. But yes, 75 on that one. That is the price. That's item number 11. Campo del Cielo meteorite. And yeah, 75 is the price on that one. This was not in the preview. This one kind of slipped through. It is a really good price. Yeah. And some of these pieces, like I've said before, I'll bring them here for a great price. And if somebody sees it and wants it, then hop on it. Otherwise, I'll throw it in my store, and you know, the price will go up, and maybe it'll sell fast, maybe it'll take a while. Never know. But some of the pieces I know, like, wow, this is gonna go. That Victorian, if you remember the Victorian Edwardian lavalier that was on the modern gold chain, that was one of those pieces. I'm like, ah, I know if I list this, it won't last very long. And I think the Meteor too, if I listed it at like 95 or 125, I think it would go pretty darn quick. But yeah, this one I picked up between, let's see, it was between, oh, it was 2 weeks ago. It was like the day of a show. I bought it on a Wednesday afternoon, and then I had it hanging here on my desk, and it just sat there for a while. So I'm like, dang, I need to bring that up. Beautiful little sterling silver amber cabochon pendant on this nice box chain. I really like that configuration there. Little kind of sideways bail there, and really beautiful little amber cabochons. I like how they backed them too, so they're dark. You know, they're not that clear. Not that clear action there. And let's see. Oh, I must have got a really good deal on this, or I forgot what I paid for it. Yeah, the chain is 16 inches, so pretty short chain there. So depending on your neckline, probably lie collar length there. Or for some of us, that would be a little choky, but really I was just selling this as the pendant. It just happens to come with the chain, and the price on that's 45 bucks. Yeah, nice, really nicely designed. I see Shell Bell's in. Thank you, Shell Bell. We got Shell Bell at 45. If somebody else is interested, then you'd have to type in 47 or better pretty quick. Otherwise, we're going to count that one down. Be right back. Dog outside time. Get it, Lucinda. That's very important. All right, sold to Shell Bell at 45. Thank you, Shell Bell. Yeah, that's really sweet. You love hearts. I'm like, did that really say you, or is the phone doing the thing where? And I do. I tend to buy a lot of heart jewelry. So, I buy a lot of jewelry that I like, which helps being able to sell it. If I'm enthusiastic about the thing that I'm selling, I think it really helps. And this right here, I'm not enthused to sell it. I wasn't enthused to buy it because I wanted to wear it for myself, and I did. I wore it the first day that I bought it at the downtown show. I wore it around, and it's really nice. It's just a little bit too short for me. So if it's creeping, yeah, if it's creeping up into my neck, then yeah, even like my clothes, if they're too up on my neck, that's not very comfortable. So love, love, love my Ravi Rattan sailor cufflinks. Thank you for that, Merche. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Yeah, boy, I tell you what a satisfying full circle experience that was there, because I remember 13 and 4. Oh, okay, Shell Bell. Yeah, I remember buying those and being so excited to find them. Very refined. Yeah, they are. And I remember thinking, wow, I wonder if someone's gonna get these who's a sailor, or they're gonna gift them to someone who's a sailor. But I was like thinking, whoever gets these, I hope they really appreciate them because they are really, really nicely made, really well designed. So I'm glad that you appreciate them, Roche. But yeah, this one, I was a little bit bummed that it didn't fit. I really like that nice Hishi beads. Not the tightest roll on those, but that's okay. And I always like that nice finish with the little, especially like those couple of bench beads, and then the little hook and eye closure. That simple clasp. I don't see why every necklace couldn't just have that great design. That's funny. My brain totally works like that too. A saying will just kick a song off, and then it kicks off a whole, right? Then it kicks off a whole bunch of memories, man. All right, back to the necklace. It is a 16 and a quarter. And really beautiful, beautiful turquoise on that. All day long, yep. This is item number 9 on the list, and the starting bid on that is $85. Starting bid of 85, 16 and a quarter inches. And really, really nice. I did find when I put it on that it laid out pretty nice. So those beads that don't line up that great as it's sitting loose here. When it was on tight, it looked fine. So there you go. $85 is the price on that one. Dang, now my mind is searching for the next line. All right, $85 on that one. That was item number 9 on the list. All right, I'm going to bring it up. This was my favorite. This was my favorite item. Really beautiful, really rare Victorian gunmetal locket. Oh, I did find almost the same locket on First Dibs with a much lesser chain, in my opinion. But basically the same style locket, but it had been monogrammed. I'm like, that's one thing that I was so stoked on with this one. It's plain and simple. It hasn't been monogrammed. It's basically like mint. I could see 2 little spots right here of oxidation, but otherwise all that gunmetal is in superb condition. Superb condition. Even inside, look at that. The frames are intact, the windows are here, and they even, if you look underneath, one thing that's almost always missing from antique lockets, behind the frames was a little piece of wire, depending on the frame design. There's a piece of wire that loads pressure on it to keep it set and keep it from rattling inside the frame, and both of the wires are still, if you look, you can see the wires are still in place underneath as well. So literally, it looks like this thing has been sitting in a box or stored for 150 years. These are late 18, probably 1880, late 1870s, 1880, that era. And it's awesome. And if you remember the chain, the 58-inch gunmetal chain that I had from a while back, well, I'm putting the two together. And I'm offering them both for 500 bucks. So if you go to First Dibs and you find that locket that's the same style, it is the same, I'd say it's the same manufacturer, down to the little button, the frames inside. It's monogrammed, and it has a matching chain. The chain's much shorter, or the chain has a different construction. I don't remember how long it is, actually. It could be same length. But it doesn't have the crystals. It has a couple little finials on it, and they're asking 2,000 bucks. So I'm like, well, I respect that price. I also think it's a little bit high, but at the same time, good luck finding another one. So if you're into Victorian jewelry and you've been looking for a gunmetal chain and locket, well, this is your chance to get it at a smoking good deal of 500 bucks. And the chain does have a dog clip there. So this dog clip with that large loop, it's actually designed so that the dog clip, you can bypass the clip with the chain. If the chain's on like this, you can slip the chain through that hook, and then you can use that as a swivel, and it turns into a Y necklace. So that's basically how it works. And these were originally designed, these long chains, they wouldn't have been worn like with an elegant dress or something. They would have been worn with a large, like almost like the Elizabethan collars, a big ruffled collar, and it would have been wrapped. It would have been double wrapped. So this upper section would have gone around the top of the collar, and then the rest of the necklace would have been doubled and draped down to hold the locket or whatever the central piece was. And it also wouldn't have been, these weren't designed to be tight on the neck. They were designed to be part of the outfit. So they'd be draped more around the shoulders and around the collarbone than worn tight around the neck. So they would have had the little wrap and then a nice drape to them. So really beautiful, beautiful pieces. But there you go, 500 bucks if you like that. That is the deal. Otherwise, I'm gonna remake my listing and list those as one, and then see what happens. Yeah, and I did have separate prices as well. I had 300 on the chain, which I know is actually a little bit higher than I have it in my store. And I looked at my store, I'm like, wow, I have 295 on that. Dang. And I had 350 on the locket. So if somebody wanted just the locket, I'd sell you that for 350. And the chain, I would actually do 250 on the chain. So 350, 250, or 500 for the set, which all those prices honestly are great prices for what those are. All right, coming up next, this sweet little ring definitely gave me early Tasco vibes. Little double band with the little domes or balls in between. It is a size 8 1/4. You can see they're open, very, very lightweight design, but heavy enough that those domes are all intact. So pretty cool that they did that. So often you see these and the domes are just crushed. Let's see, asking $23 on that one. Size 8 1/4. Did I get that in the, oh, I did not here. Starting bid, 23. There you go. And that was item number 18. Going down, coming up next. You know, I hesitate a lot of times to buy things that have been altered or that are marriages. But this was so awesome. I couldn't leave it behind. I looked at it a couple times and then I'm like, yeah, it's amazing, honestly. Really great silver work, really nice piece of banded agate there. That carnelian, I always like the carnelian colored banded agate. Have a couple boxes. Well, I don't know if I still have those boxes actually. I've sold a bunch of my boxes, but I had a couple boxes with great banded agate in them. The red sardonyx. So yeah, this one, it has been converted. I think this was originally a necklace. This would have been the center piece to a necklace that had a clasp on it. That's all I can figure from what I'm seeing here. But they did a great job of converting it to a pendant. And as it stands, right, Lisa? Yeah, I think an era appropriate chain would definitely help a lot with that. But as it is, I'm selling it for 65 bucks. If you like it, that's a great, yeah, it's a great piece of art, honestly. The silver work is what really sold me on it. So if you look at how ornate, look at the bezel work on that. Looks like that it is missing one. Missing a prong there, or maybe not. Maybe that was part of the design. But Gina, I see it in at 65. And I'm not seeing any other action there, Gina. So let's call that one sold to you at 65. Would look killer on a torque too, right? Oh, Shell Bell, I think you're right. Yeah, and it's got that nice big bail on it too. All right, thank you, Gina. Congratulations. However Gina wears that, she's going to be rocking it. Yeah, and thank you again, Gina, for being great. Thank you for yesterday. It's funny how sometimes I just have a little bit of time that I tune in, and man, it seems like every time I do, it's just like perfect timing. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. What do we have here? 43 people in the house, 47 thumbs up. When we hit 50 thumbs up, we're going to do another giveaway. We're going to do 2 more Reverso Prices. And we're actually getting pretty close to the end. I don't have a whole lot of items here today, so we're just going to keep rolling till we get to the end of them. I still can't believe these. I knew these were good. I knew those were good when I bought them. I had no idea how freaking expensive those things are. 300 bucks on eBay. I'm like, say what? But I also get it. The craftsmanship on those is amazing. All right, item number 13 on the list. This, if it weren't for the gunmetal locket, this would have been at the top of the list for me. Beautiful, beautiful turquoise stone. Definitely been doing some work there. It's been outliving. It's been doing some shield work. Whatever you see there. It's a great setting. Nice heavy setting. Good little stamps there on the side. It is signed in there. And I don't know who the artist is. It really didn't matter. HG, it looks like, maybe. Yeah, that looks like a HG. Didn't matter. It was awesome. I got a really good price on it. I'm offering it at a really good price. IMHO, in my humble opinion, which is a starting bid of 75 bucks. Item number 13. Hello, Denise. Welcome in, Denise. How's your weather today, Denise? Yeah, it is obviously, the stone is obviously cracked, and it looks like it's been like that for a while. Very well seated in that bezel. And great mounting. And $75 is the price on that. That's item number 13. It's a size 7 1/4. Fits, it's interesting because it fits my 7 nicely, fits 7 1/2 comfortably. The way that shank is made, it's almost a comfort fit with that. The inside of it almost has a little, you know, a little dome to it. 73 here in SAC. Nice, Denise. That sounds pretty nice, actually. Yeah, hopefully it stays like that. Because if SAC's going to be like Fresno, then you got another 25 degrees to go. All right, that is item number 13. That is $75. $5. Oh, which is a great price. But hey, reverso price on that is also an awesome price. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to reverso price-o the price on that to 57. If you like that item number 13, that was 75. Nah, I'm making that 57 bucks. Ooh, 55 thumbs up now. We are due. Let's do the giveaway here for 2 more reverso price-os. Holy moly. Denise is in. All right, Denise. Let me grab that. Sold to Denise at 57. Oh, I didn't even get the, well, we'll just do that backwards. 57 sold. I request an old person's button for submitting that to the chat. No, it didn't go again. I just want a big red button that's, I press it and the chat message goes. Not a little tiny arrow that I have to press that then turns into something else I have to press again. Get off my lawn, kids. Thank you, Denise. And congratulations. All right, I'm just going to bring these up because they're right here in front of me. They're freaking fantastic. While they're not on my top 2 favorites of the week, they're probably the most awesome. Yeah, very, very nicely made. I'm not sure about the region, Zacatecas. I'm not familiar with the region. They're not Tasco, they are Mexican silver. These ones nice, more like 950 than 925. Nice fine silver. They're huge. And okay, here's how it's spelled. Aracada Jerezana. They're Aracadas Jerezanas. And this style on eBay, the small ones that are like hoops about that size are about 125 bucks. These actual big ones like this are about 300 bucks. And I'm asking the price of the small ones. So they're amazing. Really, they're just freaking fantastic. And I was trying to figure out, they're a little bit different design. It's a little bit different technique than what I'm used to seeing with these filigree earrings. With some of the silver work that's applied and soldered. And I wasn't sure if this was a solid piece or if it had been folded. but it looks like a solid piece. But really, what beautiful, beautiful earrings. So if you're familiar with these and you know what they are, you know this is just a silly good price on these. If you don't know what they are, go check them out. You could just take a screenshot and do a Google search, a Google image search, and you'd be able to find them really quick. The style, once I saw what they were, the references, I'm like, oh, obviously, very distinct style. And let's see, what did they say about this? Their Spanish, Spanish silver influence with a more influence as well. So instead of just seeing that kind of standard Spanish filigree look, there's a little bit different look to it, and I guess that's what it was, like a little bit more of a pilgrim look to them. But yeah, $125 on those if somebody is interested. That is the price, and that will remain the price until they are listed. There you go. Item number 8 on the list, $125. Oh, check those out. Yeah, they're really stunning. Like in person, I bought them in a group of jewelry, and those were just like, oh, they stood out amongst the whole group. Oh. All right, this one, item number 22 on the list. I thought this was a great stone. Nice little bright red glass cabochon in a great sterling silver setting. It is a size 7. And the price on that one is $25. The stone is abraded on the top there. It's been worn. And I can see why. It's a great ring. Someone probably wore this for years. So, yeah, it's a really, really cool design. $25 is the price on that. Barb Thompson is in at 25. All right, Barb, I don't see anybody else in on that one. So that one is sold to you at 25. And guess what, Barb? Congratulations. Guess what you found? No, not that. No. Did I get it right? Yeah. You found today's Easter egg, Barb. Congratulations. That one's free. So congratulations, Barb T. That one's free. Yeah, thank you, Barb. Good to see you. Always nice to see you. So many awesome, wonderful people here. Literally, like, so many people that just warm me up. I see your names, and brings a smile to my face. And yeah, thank you everybody that's here and everybody that's part of this great community of people, jewelry lovers of things beautiful. Hello, Bruce. Welcome in, Bruce and Dennis. Bruce and Dennis, if you missed it, you guys do have a reverso priso in play from another show. Let's see who else has reverso prices in play. Rena and Shellbell, and we were supposed to do another giveaway. So before I run this sweet egg yolk amber drop, it does have a little hole in it to be used as a pendant, if so desired. We're going to bring that one up next. But first, we're going to do 2 more reverso priso giveaways. So let's just get them going. Reverso priso. Oh, haha. And this one is, okay, this one should be pretty easy for you guys. I miss all the best goodies of the day while I was outside. I don't know, Lucinda. I don't know what you missed there. Um, you're probably good, Lucinda, but I'll run back through the stuff that didn't sell here before I sign off. But first, we're doing a couple Reverso Priso giveaways. This one is, all right, this one should go pretty fast. This one is a color. It's also a type of gemstone. And I see aqua. There are a few out there. And emerald, both gemstones and colors. Garnet, say what, Alyssa? What's up, Alyssa? I hope that's not the word I'm looking for. Blue, ruby, we're looking for something that is a word that is a color and it's a gemstone. Citrine, sapphire, diamond, sapphire, Ashley. You got it, amber. Congratulations, Ashley. And Lucinda, you got the second one. Lucinda and Ashley both have a Reverso Priso in play now. So there you go. Congratulations, guys. Or ladies. And thank you, everybody, for your participation. I didn't hear, says Alyssa. Yeah, Alyssa, that was the deal. You got a Reverso Priso, Lucinda. So for those of you who don't know what Reverso Priso is, anybody who has a Reverso Priso has the ability to switch the 1s and 10s column in any item. So like the rosary that I'm about to throw in front of you here. Oh no, wait, we were gonna do the amber. The amber for $35, you could turn that into a $53 amber. Or if I had a $90 item up here, you could turn it into a $9 item. So there you go. No, it's not supposed to be one. Oh, I see my language settings are messed up. Where did you guys learn? Where did you guys fix that? Is that on my end or I think that is on my end, huh? I have to go in and fix something there. All right, amber. Beautiful, beautiful piece of egg yolk amber. Like it literally looks like egg yolk in there. The clarity and the color in this is awesome. Let's see, it's 10 grams. It's 52 carats of egg yolk amber, and it's only 35 bucks. Say what? I must have got this in a group. Yeah, I got that. Did I get that in a group? Ducky knows how. All right. I need to reach out to Ducky and say, Ducky, give me the lowdown on that. Yeah, $35 on that. It does have a little hole in the top. Just FYI. So could probably have a, I don't know what gauge wire put down in there, or one of those tiny little screws with a little eye on it. But I think what I would probably do is just put a solid bail that pierces through, have a little, drill a little hole through it, and then put a solid bail on it and have it, bam, just as a great pendant. But there you go. Oh, I have no item number for that. Did that not go on the list? Well, that is amber drop, 10 grams, 52 carats of amber, and the price on that's 35 bucks. Make sure that goes in the right pile. These are really sweet little, they look like Chinese silver, the style of silver work, that vermeil, the lapis. Oh, nice little studs. And they're pretty awesome. I didn't really clean them up or anything. I'm sure they would clean up and polish up nicely if so desired. Right, Eldine? Hello, Jen. Welcome in, Jen's Gems. Hope you're doing awesome today. And Joe as well. Let's see, is Joe might be napping or no, Joe might be running errands. What's Joe up to right now, Jen? And how's your guys' weather today? And how are you feeling? Asks Bruce. Yeah, hopefully you're feeling better. I didn't see what was going on, but I saw that you had canceled. I wasn't sure if you guys were still recovering from your trip, which that looked like it was pretty awesome. All right, so those are item number 3 on the list, and those are 32 bucks. Aw, easy, Nightbot. Yeah, $32 on those is the starting bid. And very, very elegant studs. Some are cold, feeling a little better today. Oh, good, Jen. Yeah, hopefully you kick it quick. It's always so weird getting sick in the summer, getting the summer cold. I remember learning that you know, there's just as much the viruses and illnesses going around during the summer as there are in the winter, but our proximity to each other in the winter tends to be what makes it spread. So yeah, it's weird to get sick during the summer, but it's always out there. Really beautiful little piece of lapis in this. I actually thought this and those earrings would go nice together, even though one's vermeil. And one is just silver. But yeah, beautiful pendant, nice box chain. That is item number 4 on the list, and the price on that's 34 bucks. I think that's the price of the box chain. Yeah, that was just the price of the box chain, and I threw the pendant on. So didn't add any pendant value, which I see why. That's a nice sterling box chain. Oh, hypnotized by the deep blue in there. All right, $34 on that. If somebody is interested, that was item number 4, 17-inch box chain, 7/8 of an inch drop on that pendant. So very small little pendant. Oh, geez, I forgot about this. This was in my favorites as well. Oh, man. Wow. So let me just show you the configuration on this one. This is item number 7 on the list. So this one could just be worn at full length. And it's fabulous. Oh, that was not a good idea. It also, the way that this was made, the 2 tassels are fixed. So, man, that's a lot of chain. So yeah, the 2 tassels are fixed. One off the center, one off the side. The one off the side has been soldered inside or fixed inside the column the column it would usually slide in. So the side that holds the pendant or watch slides, and it holds the weight of the watch, and this is like a counterweight. So it's made to adjust lengths and still sit comfortably, which is kind of a cool design. This can also turn back around and clasp on here at a fixed position with something hanging at the bottom of the loop. So there's actually a lot of different configuration options. And yeah, this is something I haven't really seen this setup before, but once I started messing around with it, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. So I see what they were doing here, using this whole pendant section as a counterweight to whatever's on this. So it's awesome. It weighs 45 grams. Very versatile. It weighs 45 grams. I had $310 on it, but I'm like, you know, I got it for a super good deal. Basically, I'm going to sell it for scrap. If somebody would like it as a wonderful, beautiful piece of Victorian jewelry, I'm selling it for 200 bucks. So it is item number 7 on the list. I don't know if I had changed the price before I made the list, but yeah, it's not $310. It's $200. It's gorgeous. It is 54 grams. Let me just show that the clasp for the locket, the watch, whatever you want the pendant to be. It closes, and then it screws closed. So very, very secure. And actually, that's in really good condition too. The mechanism's nice and smooth. The screw is in really good condition. And that, like I said, that can be used to screw to the back of that and either hold it at full length or your pendant can sit at the bottom of the loop there, and it turns into a whole yeah, beautifully ornate hanging display. But great tassels, really nice slide, great chain. And if so desired, it could easily be converted into a straight slide chain. That little ring could be taken off. This post, that chain could be freed up in that post. It could be recorked, and then the whole thing would just be a simple Victorian slide chain. But I actually really like it as it is, and I'm going to keep it as it is. So if you like it as it is, the price is only 200 bucks. That was item number 7. The total length on that is 31 inches, 45 grams, and the price is 200. Which I haven't broke out the gold-filled scrap calculator recently, but I know that's probably less than the actual scrap value, which is crazy. If you follow gold-filled scrap, which I do a little bit, I've been watching it on eBay. It's going nuts. Going nutso. All right, next on the list, Woodzard. Eh? Wow, that was weird. It said said my stream ended. Same thing that happened. I think it was last week. Yes, this live stream is over. Oh, darn. Well, it feels like we're all still here, or most of us are still here anyways. It does look like a few people dropped off. Wow, that's wild. All right, item number 6 on the list. I thought this was a pretty exceptional rosary, very heavy. And when I looked it up, I'm like, oh yeah, very cool. It is from the Great Jubilee of 2000. So the Y2K Great Jubilee. Nice, heavy, very heavy rosary. It's 30 inches long. It weighs 88 grams. And the price on that, we shifted dimensions, right, Eldine? Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but that was odd. I remember that happened before. Lost about 15 people, and on my secondary device, it said that the stream was over. So, all right, the starting bid on that rosary is $25. There you go, very, very well made. There's the little inscription on the back. Sandra, I see you in at 25. All right, I don't see anybody else hopping on that, Sandra, so we're going to call that one sold to you at 25. And thank you very much, Sandra. And guess what? Congratulations. You got the second Easter egg of the day. That one's coming to your way for free. Sandra McD. Ah, okay, that Sharpie is toast. I had a feeling one of those was going to be toast. So congratulations, Sandra. Hello, Tanya. Welcome back, Tanya. Ah, perfect, Sandra. Well, that's perfect. And Sandra, darn it, I am having the hardest time getting the postage situation to cooperate. I reached out to Kirsten yesterday to see what her solution was, and I'm like, ah, darn. That's what I used to do. All right. Item number 2 on the list, and I think this was the last of the list. Tanya, good shopping. It sounds like Tanya had a couple of good days of shopping, so a little unplugged time, a little time to get away. Hey, and some good shopping at the same time. So can't wait to see what you got there. Ah, this is sweet. I really like the fabrication on this. I think it was Valerie got a bracelet that very much reminded me of this fabrication-wise. Nice, heavy. A simple band that's very heavy and thoughtfully crafted. So probably should clean that one up a little bit, but it is what it is. It's a size 7. Size 7. Yeah, and it kind of fits tight on my 7. So it's a snug 7. And that one's 29 bucks. Looked like it was signed inside. That's a very small mark. Maybe Italian. Let's see. Let's see if we can see what it says. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit of a cleaning there now that I'm seeing the close-up of it, because it looks like there's something hiding in the ridge. Oh, maybe that's just a nice patina. All right, my bad. I don't recognize that mark. Looks like a backwards P. Or like a golf club or something. Not sure. I see Shell Bell's in at 29. All right, Shell Bell, you got it. Sold to Shell Bell at 29. Thank you, Shell Bell. And there we go. All right, let me bring around these items that didn't sell. Yeah, thank you, Shell Bell. Item number 18 was that nice little Tasco looking silver ring. What was that? A size 8 1/4? And had $23 on that one. That was item number 18. $23. And item number 3, these great little filigree earrings with the lapis cabs. Really beautiful. Oh, looks like that one has a little bit of a bend in there in that silver work. Oh yeah. Did I just do that? Well, Barb is reversing those to 23. You got him, Barb. I was going to drop the price because of that. Barb, so bam. Barb's in at 23. Or was that for the ring, Barb? Sorry. My bad, Barb. All right, that one's Barb's. Barb's in on the ring. Barb T. Thank you, Barb. And yeah, I was gonna drop the price on those on the earrings. I was gonna drop them $5, but I'm gonna reverso price of those. Actually, no, I'm gonna drop those to what? How about $18? All right, we got Barb. Sold at 23 to Barb. I'm dropping those to $18 because of that little dent in them. Hey, cuz. What's up, fellow Thompson? All right, that one. Let me just change the price real fast on that so I know. Those are 18 because they got a little wabi-sabi action going. Wabi-sabi. All right, the amber. Beautiful piece of egg yolk amber. Just ready to be a pendant. It's got a little tiny hole. Little tiny hole in the top. It could take a little piece of wire or one of those little screws. Could be a pilot hole for a bigger finding. But yeah, it's a great drop. It's $35. You can kind of see the size there. 50 carats, 52 carats or 10 grams of gorgeous egg yolk Baltic amber. I did float it in salt water. That's the first thing I did rather than do anything else. I'm like, man, this is perfect for throwing in my saltwater tub, and threw it in there and it floated. Great, great to know because it's a beautiful, beautiful chunk of egg yolk amber, and $35 is just a steal. All right, sterling silver and garden quartz ring. Great look to that one. Mama Chola, welcome in, Mama Chola. 35. What was I? Oh, the egg yolk. Okay, Mama Chola. That one is sold to you at $35. Yeah, that's a crazy good deal. Sterling silver garden quartz. I think the stone on this is pretty freaking awesome. And it's item number 14. It's a size 7. And the price on that one is $75. What is the size of the garden quartz? I timed this perfectly, Mama Chola. It's a size 7. And the price is $75. So big old chunk of garden quartz in there. See how it opens up on the back. Too small for Mama Chola. All right, if somebody else is in at 75, that is the price. That is item number 14. Beautiful garden. Golden rutile. Yeah, it does have a little golden rutile inclusion in there. Nice little cast to it. All right, item number 4 was the bold yet elegant sterling silver and lapis pendant on that 17-inch sterling box chain for $34. Item number 4, 17-inch box chain, 5.4 grams was the weight on that one. Yeah, $34 is the price. Quartz typo. Now, we knew what you were saying, Mama Chola. You know, we've had enough experience with Melly and the voice to text that we can translate a lot of things phonetically and then extrapolate what was trying to be said. All right. This one, beautiful turquoise Hishi shell and silver necklace. Pretty short. I did buy this one for myself, but it's just a little too short to really be comfortable. I liked it, but I kept doing the thing. Luckily, it wasn't a hair biter. I've had a couple of these that were like, ah. So please keep Millie and her sister in our thoughts. Oh, white feather. I'm gonna have to go check Millie's channel and see what's going on there, because I am not up on the latest. So yeah, honestly, been a little bit distant from everything except for what's in my immediate life right here for the last week or so. So yeah, thank you for that, white feather. Yeah, positive thoughts and prayers to Melly and her sister and everybody here who can use them. You know, I know Sunray and her sister can use it. I know Jen can use a little extra. You know, and Mia. Yeah, and I haven't heard a whole lot from Doug recently, but the last I heard, it sounded like, you know, things were going about as well as they could. So, yeah, so love and prayers to everybody out there who could use them, not just the people that we know of in our immediate group, but for the people that we don't know of out there or who aren't comfortable coming forward and saying, hey, you know, I could use a little bit of extra help, a little bit of extra hope. You know, throw it out there for those people too, because I think it really does make a difference. Yeah, I love the turquoise on that. Great pieces. It's 16 1/4 inches long. The price on that one is $85. $85, and hey, why not? I'll reverse price of that one. Let's make that 85.58. So if you were on the border at 85, then 58's the new price. Item 11, the Campo del Cielo meteorite pendant. The tiny white Indian pot. Oh, the little Acoma one. I didn't. Mama Chola. I forgot about that. This one? No, that was, I don't know. That was kind of like wandering off maybe onto my cabinet. No, I wanted 20 bucks for that, Mama Chola. Yeah. If you're into that for 20 bucks, or anybody's into that, and you saw that in the preview, then there it is, 20 bucks. Yes, please. All right, if you like it, then you're keeping that pendant, Doug. This one? I might. If somebody doesn't buy that for 75 bucks, I probably will keep it. So, yeah. That was item number 11, the Campo del Cielo, and 75 bucks, which honestly is a great deal. All right, Mama Chola's into that for $20. If somebody else was interested, I'd want to see a 22 in the chat pretty quickly. Oh, Cosmo's dreaming, so he's like kicking stuff. Otherwise, I'll count that one down. To Mama Chola, sold to Mama Chola at 20 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! Congratulations, Mama Chola, you got that. All right, yeah, the Campo del Cielo meteorite pendant. White feather, you're funny. That one is going down in the pile. Yeah, thanks for asking, Mama Chola, because I probably would have. I obviously was going to space that one. I probably would have just put it in my cabinet. I really don't need. I don't need more in my cabinet. In fact, I need to rearrange and clear a couple things out and put some other things in. So there you go. Let's see. I had 130 on this, and I can drop that to 100. Let's see. What was that? Item number 5. 37 grams. It is a size 7. We're just going to make it an even $100. Oh, no, don't. Oh, I thought I was going to start getting the hiccups there. Yeah, $100. Or you can go buy it on eBay for 200. I saw someone had one very, very similar. And very much adjustable, in my opinion. You could probably make this fit just about anything from a 6 1/4 up to a 7 1/2, maybe even an 8, depending on what kind of gap and profile works for you. Very, very flexible. All right, item number 20. Viking Craft Acorn Oak Brooch. Nice oak leaves and those beautiful acorns. I didn't, Mama Chola. I didn't, but I didn't really look into it that much, so I think he needs to get rid of a few things in that cabinet, right, Mama Chola? I think I do too. Yeah. It's just hard. Like what do I want to get rid of? But yeah, this is item number 20, Viking Craft Acorn Brooch, and $45 was the price on that one. Yeah, item 20, Viking Craft, $45. And the last item that was passed on Beautiful Judith Jack, sterling silver marcasite and citrine earrings. Next video title, Shop the Cabinet Sale, right, Eldine? I want to be there for that sale, please. Private sale for us. Oh, geez. That would, yeah, I don't know. That would be a pretty epic sale, in my opinion. Some of the things in there are really awesome. Clear the cabinet, but that would also be a great, that'd also be a great thing to do. All right, Judith Jack. I have not seen this design before. I'd love to see a set. Like if there's a bracelet that matches these and a necklace, imagine these as links on a necklace. I don't know if it was a set or not. Like I said, I haven't seen this design before. It's item number 15 on the list. I had $65 on those. Let's see. I can do way better. I was going to reverso price them, but nope. I'm going to drop them to $45. $45 on those. I do have new backs to put on them. New little sterling earring backs. They had some non-silver push backs on the back. So they will come with brand new sterling silver backs on them. Do it for the 4th of July with fireworks. Eldine, that'd be awesome. Barb, I see at 45. Good move, Barb. Yeah, those are really, really sweet. All right, sold to Barb at 45. Thank you, Barb. 45 and backs. Make sure I put that note on there for the backs, because man, a couple times I've set the backs in a little bag, and then I see them way after the package got shipped. So thank you, Barb, and congratulations. That was it, guys. That was all of it. A short list today. So thank you for hanging out and grabbing a bunch of those. There are a couple of items left over here still. So let's see, what was the other thing that I didn't? Didn't go back and show this one. The gunmetal locket. Well, I'm glad you found something you liked, Mama Chola. Yep. Too bad that garden quartz ring didn't fit, but if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Yeah, item number 16 on the list, the gunmetal locket and necklace. $500 for the pair, the combination. Fast but sweet sale. Go forth and enjoy your day. I will, yeah. Gavin's got a doctor's appointment this afternoon. I've got some errands to run, and hopefully I'm going to be buying some more jewelry later on today. And like I said, I'll be doing another sale later on. So maybe tomorrow night, maybe Friday. We'll just kind of have to see how it goes. I have some repairs to pick up. So a couple of those items I'm really excited to get back. And if all that comes together well, then I would say a Friday sale would be in order. If it takes a little bit longer than that, then realistically a Saturday sale would be in order. But if it all happens really fast, then hey, tomorrow night. So that's how it rolls. All right, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out here for this quick and awesome little sale. Thank you, Mama Chola. Hey, Rhonda. Good to see you today, Rhonda. I don't know if you were here earlier and I just missed you, but good to see you. Yeah, so thank you for being here to hang out and grab some of these treasures. Oh. Does anybody want the box? $50 for the box if somebody wants it. Yeah, that was that was going in the cabinet. So it's freaking great. Beautiful burlwood veneer Italian box. But yeah, if somebody was interested in that, $50 is the price on it. Otherwise, yeah, I'll get all those things together, and when I get it together, I'll schedule the next sale, and I hope to catch y'all there. So thanks again for being here. I hope you have a great rest of this wonderful Wednesday. And have a wonderful day, everyone. Remember to smile and make someone's day. Right, White Feather? Yeah, thank you for that. Because that's a great way to go through the day. In fact, I'm going to go out there today and I'm going to make a point to bring a smile to somebody's face, you know? Tell someone to have a lovely day. And hopefully see a couple friends and maybe, you know, throw them a little bit of love. So there you go. There you go, Rhonda. Drop some love in the chat. No, post on Friday. I don't know, Eldine. I don't know about Friday. We'll just have to see. But as soon as all those things come together, you guys will know because I will set it up. So thanks again for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And peace.